Robin here with Matt, Man, and Robin. I am so excited to be back. It feels like it's been forever. I literally just got back from a cruise with my mom. Hopefully coming up in the next few days, you'll get to start seeing some of those vlogs. Believe it or not, I feel like on a cruise, somehow I learned things that helped me have a better understanding of things to put in my box. And I at least had learned a lot. And I hope that somehow I was able to transfer the knowledge that hit in my head and in my heart. Hopefully I was able to transfer some of that knowledge to you guys. And just be looking forward to those coming vlogs. It might take me some time because usually I just sit down and talk to you, and whatever happens, and that's what gets uploaded because that's the style of vlogging I like to do. But with these, there's lots of little snippets, and so I'm going to have to teach myself how to put those all together and do some very crude video editing and get those uploaded for you. So hopefully I do that quickly. But I am refreshed and excited and can't wait for you to see those that cruise that I went on with my mom. So let's unpack this box quickly because here in a couple of hours I'm leaving with Matt Man, and we are going to my alma mater, Texas Tech University. This coming weekend is homecoming weekend, so I'm gonna meet some of my college friends there, and we're gonna go to a game and just show our significant others around the town that made us who we are. Anyway, without further ado, this is a Operation Christmas Child shoebox we will be unpacking today. It is Sesame Street themed, and it is for a boy aged 2 to 4. This is my packing list that I have made specifically for me, but it is definitely inspired from lists that you can get on blessingsinashoebox.com. I recommend that you go on their website and print off those lists because these are really, really helpful. In fact, as you can see on here, I have socks circled because it was one of the last things to get put in the box. But now that I have filled in the dot right there, that means the socks are included and the box is ready to go. So without further ado, here is the box. This is the first cardboard box I will be showing you. It is Sesame Street themed, and I really liked the colors of this box. I thought it went really well with the Sesame Street monsters. The bottom of it is striped and the top is red. So when we open the box, the first thing you see is this bandana. I like to put a bandana in every box. It kind of makes it feel like the gift is wrapped. I do put the bandana in first on the diagonal so that it covers all of the contents. Because if you do it long ways, it kind of folds like a hot dog and doesn't always cover everything. There's usually a gap right here in the middle, but on the diagonal seems to work best for me. So when he opens his box, the first thing he will see is something I've never done before. But this is what it will look like. It's bright and colorful and very obviously the characters from Sesame Street popping up to say hello. It is a 2022 calendar. I hope that this gets to him early in the shoebox season. They are intended to be Christmas gifts, so hopefully the 2022 year will be used the whole year. But if it gets to him a little later, that's fine because the images are so big and beautiful. Oh, I just happened to open it to February, which is the little girl monster. But they help tell the story of who the characters are. And hopefully someone will be around him that knows how to utilize the calendar and can teach him his days of the week and his numbers and the months. It can be very educational in the right hands. And if not, then they're really beautiful images. Here, it is a 16-month calendar, But here are the 12 images that will make up the months. Yeah, you can see them all. They're really cute. I think they're really cute. So, tell me what you think about a calendar. I've never done that before, but I saw it at Dollar Tree and I thought this has to go in my Sesame Street box. The next thing in here is a spaceship mask. I got these at Walmart in packs of 2 for 50 cents. And there is a metal bar up here that he can shape to his nose when he gets it. Here are those infamous socks that we just saw on the list. There are 3 pair here. One pair is dinosaur. One pair is blue and yellow stripes. And the other pair is a navy pair. Which reminds me, there is a reason that I like to put dark socks in these boxes. Many years ago, before a lot of us started doing these YouTube unboxings and inspiring others with things to put in boxes, I found one lone video floating out there in the interwebs, and it was a missionary, and she was talking about things that she thought were useful in boxes, and socks were on her list, but not just socks, but dark colored socks, because a lot of times they don't have engineered foundations. They have just compacted the earth tightly in their homes where they're living, and so the socks can get dingy. Even when cleaned, they do clean them, but they still just can look dingy from the wear and tear of the floor of their houses and where they live, or the villages walking to and from school. And so the dark colored socks can help the socks appear to last longer. The white socks and the dark socks last equal amounts of time, but they just look less dingy, is what the missionary said. And so I always keep that in mind. I don't always follow it. A lot of times I put light colored stuff in if it matches, but where I can, I put dark socks in. Another thing that she said, and it's interesting that this happens to be prevalent in this box, is when sending cars. First of all, personally, I like to send 2. But what she said is to send cars with big wheels. Because big wheels can roll on any terrain. Where like the Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, which I put in most of my boxes. So I'm just reiterating what she said, not necessarily what I do. But she said that the rocky roads where she was a missionary, the Hot Wheels didn't roll on the ground, and they could only like roll them up walls and on their arms and not on the actual ground to play with. And so she suggested cars with big wheels because they still can drive through the mud and the dirt. So this box just happens to have cars with big wheels because I like to put in these big ones on toddler boxes if I can fit them in. Plus, I thought these colors were really cute with Sesame Street. The mixed matched colors of the wheels and the tops of the cars and their cute little eyes. Very Sesame Street ideas. I also included this packable bag for him to store all of his goodies in to get back to the place where he calls home. And it is in the 2 colors that are very prevalent in this box full of Sesame Street monsters. So here's kind of, actually the cars would be sitting right here. But here's what the wow items would look like once he opens up past the little clothing items sitting right on top. So we went over the cars, and then I got him some Sesame Street monsters. This first one, I actually don't know her name, but I do know her story in that she is a foster monster. And she has a foster mom and a foster dad. And so I really like that Sesame Street is inclusive in that way. This was my favorite guy growing up, Grover. I had books about Super Grover that I loved my mom to read. This is Elmo. Elmo was my brother's favorite. Elmo had a fish he named Dorothy. And so when we had a goldfish when we were younger, my brother named it Blue Dorothy because our fish was blue. He was a betta, not a goldfish. And then you have to have Oscar the Grouch and his fabulous trash can. It's so shiny. And then kind of the theme of this box is Mr. Cookie Monster. He's the prevalent monster in the box, where all of them are featured just a little bit. This set, actually, you can get these individual at Dollar Tree throughout the year sporadically, but if I had done that, this would be $5 worth of toys and would be considered the wow item. It still is the wow item, but because I got it on clearance at Walmart, it was only $2.50 for all 5 monsters in one pack. Then, the stuffy in this box I love. This is Mr. Cookie Monster himself. He is so squishy. He's got a fat little tummy. He does squish down a little bit to go into the box, but that's okay because he pops right back out. His feet wiggle and his arms jiggle and his little mouth can eat all the cookies. So this is Cookie Monster. I got him for like $1.96 at Walmart summer clearance. I put him over here with his little fellow monsters. You can't see them, but they're all together. Next in the box, as you can see, this is his soap and the soap container. I don't always get to fit these in boxes, but it did fit in this one, and so I'm glad. I also tried a different soap. This is the Coast soap. I just thought I'd let you know that it works. It's great. It actually has 1 more ounce than the Jergens soap that I usually send, but I will not be purchasing these again. 1, because I had to take it out of the packaging, and I don't like to do that, and 2, it has a very pungent scent. It does not stink. It smells good to me. To my Americanized scent, it smells like soap, but it is very, very strong. Now, nothing in the box, like Cookie Monster he doesn't smell like soap. The Soap Saver does a good job of being airtight and keeping the scent in, but when you open it, it is pungent soap scent. And so I will not be buying these Coast bars anymore, even though it is a full ounce more than the ones I normally get. Then next is his flashlight that I get at trusty old Daiso for $1.50. They are the crank flashlights, so we can create our own energy, and we don't need the sun, and we don't need a battery. All we need is our effort, and we get light. Then I have included these toddler composition books. I say toddler, it's really just a half composition book, but I include it in my toddler boxes to save some room, but still give them some paper to learn to write. They are wider rule than most composition books. And it has 100 sheets where the big ones usually have 60 or 80. So there's more paper, but shrunken down. Then if you can see in, there's more Sesame Street to be had. And his very tight water bottle. You know the drill, we'll do this last. He has a set of number flashcards. They are Sesame Street themed. And the back says, learning the numbers 1 to 20 has never been so much fun. This flashcard deck will help your child develop counting and number recognition skills and can give them practical ordering numbers. So let's see what they look like. Okay, so that has a lot of English on it. Let's just, oh, there we go. There's a 5. And then on the back, it has 5 things you can count. Let's do another one. Oh, there's 10. And on the back, there are 10 things you can count. So Let's see what's on the front of this tin. Yep, another tin. Pretty cool. And they're all the Sesame Street characters, so that's pretty neat. I hadn't opened it to look at before now, so I'm glad we did that together. You just put these back in, set that right over there. Then we have his pencil bag, which is pretty full. This is one of the ones that I finally found on Walmart clearance. They were still like, some of them were still full price, and some of them had been marked down to 50 cents. So they were either $1 or 50 cents, depending on when and where I found them. I was just lucky to find them because they had been cleared out. I think I went to like 4 or 5 Walmarts before I found literally just enough. So what has he got in here? We'll open this up. He has got a making a mess. I'm making a mess, folks. A set of crayons, 4 sharpened pencils, and 3 pencil toppers, 3 specialty pencils with fun colored erasers. Excuse me. A pair of scissors. These are from Playside Creations at Hobby Lobby. They come in like a pack of 12. This large blue eraser comes in a pack of, I think, 6 at Dollar Tree, 5 or 6. This enclosed sharpener, also from Dollar Tree in a package. A set of 6 colored pencils. A yellow highlighter. A car eraser. A secondary pencil sharpener, and my favorite multi-colored click pen from Daiso. So that's what's in his pencil bag. In the bottom here, he also has a comb. He gets the purple one because there is this pinkish purpley monster. And then he has a pack of stickers. They are boy themed. There are some sparkly robots and some sparkly alphabets and numbers down there. And some plain robots and some plain alphabets and numbers. And then he also has 3 activity pads. I put all 3 of these in there because they came in a pack of 3 at Dollar Tree for $1. And I put them all in there because I wanted to. There's no other reason. I could have saved them and done another Sesame Street box next year, but I will just buy more of these if I need to. But I felt like putting them all 3 in here. Let's flip open the Elmo one and see what we see. Have fun drawing. So there's a little drawing pad. Oh, it looks like Cookie Monster's back there. Let's turn the page and see. There's our good old friend Cookie Monster. So they are double-sided, and there are activities and coloring pages on both sides. There is Sesame Street, the houses that they live in, and there's a match. Oh, which present is the biggest? So this is fun. A fun little activity book. 3 of them. And then last thing that's in here before the water bottle is a board book about numbers with our friend Cookie Monster. So I did flip through this book before I bought it. I really like that you can tell this is 1, and there's 1 monster, and he has 1 cookie. And then on this page, it's 2, and there are 2 monsters, and there's 2 gloves, and they have 2 shoes. And then there's 3, and there's 3 apples, and 3 pieces of trash, and 3 trash cans. So I just really liked that this, no matter what language you speak, can help you learn to count. And it has our characters on it, so that was very exciting for me. So last but not least is our water bottle. Again, I get these at Dollar Tree. They are the flip top, wide mouth, and when you open them, they have the big opening. So first things first in here is his blue and yellow toothbrush. These are Dr. Fresh toothbrushes that I get at Walmart. They come 5 to a pack for $1, and then the caps I get separate at Dollar Tree. Here is his whistle, which is really fun, and I love the lanyards because they're so soft and silky. It doesn't take the place of a lovey, but it still is tactile like a lovey, so it's something soft for him to hold on to. And here are his spoon and fork, and they are Sesame Street themed. These also came from Dollar Tree. Then I have his nail file and nail clippers with the instructions already in the bag. And a chapstick with, it actually has a troll on it from the movie Trolls, but I figured it's a monster too, so might as well go in there with the Sesame Street monsters. And then I did not put in dinosaurs because they're small, and he had lots of Sesame Street figurines to play with, but I did still include a cross because I think it's a very important thing to include. And he needed to have some monster googly eyes so he can make his own monster. And then the last thing in his water cup is 2 wash rags that are Sesame Street themed with cute Cookie Monster and Elmo, and then also just water themed for when you bathe yourself. So that was my Sesame Street box. The only thing left to go in here is his letter to let him know how much we love him and how much thought and energy went into every item, and how much I really hope me and Matt and you, we really hope that this box fills his heart with joy and helps change his life. I know I want you guys to feel like you're doing this with me because I read your comments and I take note of what you like and what you think, and I want us to feel like we are doing this together. This box is your box, and you can send love and prayer for this little boy right here. His name isn't on it, but this is him. This is a real person that's gonna get these real things, and sometimes it's easy to forget that this is going to be in someone's hands in just a few months, and I hope that they can feel the love and the intention that we all put into it, because you guys, you're out there doing it too. And even if this isn't something that you can physically do and it's not something you can financially support, you can always send your love and prayers specifically to this child who's getting this box. And in that way, we've done it together. So thank you so much for doing this with me. I missed you last week while I was gone. I'm so glad to be back with my Matt and my Bella and my Luke and my Leia. I miss them all so much. And I can't wait to do another unboxing with you guys. Bye!